The Global Latin Factor Podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the Global Latin Factor Podcast, where we talk about Latino everything. That's right. I'm your host, Crispin Valentin. Welcome you and all to another show. We have a very, very special guest today. Today we have a very special guest. We have Albert Guzman, aka Smurf. He's the owner of Chicano style DFW, the one-stop cholo shop. And we also have Alina Marie, aka Smurfette. How y'all doing today?
Chilling.
Awesome. How about you?
Good.
Miss Smurfette? Good. Awesome. Check it out. So we're going to go ahead and start the interview. But first, we're going to do it. I call it like an icebreaker. Get a little comfortable with everything. I call them Preguntas al Chile. And it sounds a little bad, but it's not. Pretty much it's just questions straight to the point. Try to get to know what you like, what you dislike. First question. Tacos or tortas?
What kind of day is it?
Well, you know Tuesday. Tuesday, you know what?
Tacos?
Yeah, absolutely. But don't start with T as well.
Bro, that's Thursday.
Oh! See, you
Man.
got me there.
Pozole Mondays
Oh.
and...
Not menudo Mondays?
Menudo.
No, that's Sunday.
That's Sunday for the hangover.
Like,
That's true.
you know, before you go to the car show, like, you know,
Yeah.
that's why I'm always late. Oh, nobody...
If you haven't won, we'll talk about more about that. Okay, so you're going with tacos or tortas? Depending on the
Tacos.
day, right?
Man, well, really tacos, but like, if I'm hungry, torta.
There's nothing wrong with, like, for myself, like, I used to order, like, both. Like, a torta and then, like, 2 tacos on the side.
I just want to be a fat ass. Like, you know, my daughter's going to be like, Dad, look at you, Dad.
Talking about, I do that.
She learned.
You have a good appetite, too? What do you like, tacos or tortas?
I like both, but if anything more easier would be torta.
Torta. All righty.
How is that easier?
Cause I don't gotta do it popping a lot.
But a taco is a taco. It's rapid. It's eat and go. A torta, you gotta pick it up. You gotta worry about the avocado falling out, the tomato,
Not
the
even
lettuce.
that, but which one takes longer to cook?
Torta?
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, because you gotta grill
The
it.
tacos.
You think
Because
so?
the meat.
I think she timed. Was
Oh, I'm
that
pretty
lady
sure she
that's always
did.
posted up on that?
Oh,
She
Rita?
timed her.
Miss Rita? Oh, no.
She timed her. Let me see the tacos. Oh man, it took you 5 minutes. Let me see the torta. 4 minutes. I'm going with the torta.
Oh, no. She hangs out with Miss Rita all the time.
Yeah?
From RJ Cocina?
Yeah.
That's like a sis to me, bro. Like, we'll hang out. We're like 4 or 5 in the morning eating tacos and chilling, just making sure she's okay.
Yeah, look me up. I would like to go and talk to her. Okay, I know she's been
Bro,
doing
I
big
got
time.
her number right here.
Yeah, we'll lock her in later on because I had a different lady did she was also at the car show that we did, and she does puffy tacos, and those are really good.
Those remember those I got you?
Those are delicious.
I went up there, I was like, you know, no disrespect to them or nothing. They had some bomb ass tacos. But I'm like, hey, you got any fajita? They just looked at me crazy. I'm like, fajita? And they explained it to me. I'm like, so no fajita.
Let me have you closer to the mic.
Oh, my
so I
bad,
can
bro.
hear you.
I'm
You
sorry.
good. Okay, moving on to the next one. So for your tacos or whatever you're eating, do you like corn tortillas or flour tortillas?
Again, depending on the day
Depending on the day?
or the mood, really. Like, if I know I'm going to eat them, but I might not finish them, flour.
Okay.
But if I know I'm going to get down on them right there and then, corn all day.
Alright. See, you have a different strategy. What about yourself?
I would just went with corn.
Corn.
Well, I mean, like, you warm them up in the morning,
Well,
they're
the
kind of hard, but you
the
with
morning
the
would be for
flour.
tortilla.
See, that's
Then
why.
later on, no, not tortilla. Yeah, and then
yeah, the
later on the
taco?
day would be the corn.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're going to warm it up the next day, right, what tastes better?
The flour. Yeah, definitely. He's got a point. He's got some experience.
High five, I
Gorditas.
thought
Look at you, know what I'm
High
saying?
five.
Gorditas
High
or
five.
sopes?
Well, I like flacas.
Left you hanging,
but-
though.
huh?
Left you hanging.
What? Oh,
Trying to give you a high five.
Oh, high five?
You know what I be telling people? Okay, like if they do something with them, I'm gonna high five your forehead. Like,
Well, I've done it, but, like, you know, I'm trying to, like,
respect their identity.
yeah,
bro.
she's like, nah, they're teenagers now, bro. So it's like, you know, like everything, like, you don't know, Dad. Like, I could have met my future husband. And I'm like,
You don't talk about it. That's not a conversation.
nah, but usually when they get boyfriends, I'm real like, oh, come on, bro, come on in, let's go. Come on, we got a show we gotta go to. Come on. So,
Oh, you gotta put in work.
Yeah, you want to date my daughter? Come on.
Yeah, you got to get to lifting this crate or whatever you got.
Yeah, like
set up shop.
What I tell your last boyfriend? Hey, what's up? How you gonna take my daughter out? Do anything? Buy her tacos and shit. Let me put some money in your pocket. Let's go.
Yeah, why not? You gonna buy her tacos? You gonna buy me tacos? Okay, gorditas, gorditas or sopes? Which do you like best, Mr. Smurf?
Gorditas.
What about you?
Sopes.
Sopes. Ah, Mexican coca or jarritos?
I got two whole different answers for that.
Okay.
No, what real shit? Mexican Coke all day.
Mexican coke.
Mexican Coke.
Mexican coke too. Okay. Horchata, Jamaica, or tamarindo?
Horchata.
Horchata.
Horchata too.
You didn't even have to finish that question.
I see that. Salsa verde, salsa roja.
Verde.
Verde too? I like that too. Verde is my favorite. Menudo, pozole, depending on the day. Menudo.
Pozole.
Pozole. What? Churros or flan?
Ooh. Flan?
Yeah.
Flan.
Have you had a sopapilla flan?
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
Lick
shit.
it up. It's
Point
nice.
me in the right direction. You know
I don't need it
better.
no more, but I used to. But it was really good.
If I'm going to have a heart attack, I want to have a good heart attack.
Yeah. You'll go with a smile.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
take your last bite. All right. Is she of age? She's not of age, right? Okay.
It's my youngest daughter.
Skip the question. That's not for you. Corona, Dos Equis, Modelo, Victoria.
Oh, she could actually answer that one. I already know. Honestly, if I have to choose between just those, Modelo.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you that because I'm going to get in trouble. We're encouraging underage drinking. Tequila or mezcal?
Tequila. If I have to choose between the two.
Okay, I don't know if you heard this. I'm pretty sure you heard of one of these candies, but the other one. Mazapan or Dubalin?
Mazapan.
Mazapan? You know what Dubalin is? It's the one with the little thing. Okay, Mazapan. Good.
I just like the flavor. You know, I hate the fact that it breaks up so fast.
You got to be careful. Yeah, you got to be real careful.
For like fucking what's that one with the Asian dudes and over there? You know, Squid Games. It's like Squid Games.
Somebody
and
told
shit.
me they did a meme about it. They're like, it's one of the games to like open it up without breaking it. That was hilarious.
No, you have to open it up and take it and put it in your mouth without breaking it.
Oh, have you seen the part where TikTok? I'm too old for TikTok, but I'll be in there watching these videos. But they put a mazapan and coffee and mix it. You had it?
No, I seen it.
I'm gonna try it.
What's up? Well, you the TikTok person. You ain't told that to me. You know how that's delicious. That just sounds like goodness in a cup.
We can always have her bring her in if you want to. You know that Giggles. You sure? Yeah. Okay.
She's the shy one.
She's a shy one. What's happened is that you think she only has one boyfriend. She probably has a couple, and she don't want to be seen
Unfortunately,
in public.
I'm pretty sure she does.
Player for life.
Exposing her.
That's why
Get
she
it
don't want to
from
see in her
that.
face. Cause like, what? That's my. Somebody's gonna comment. Somebody's gonna. Okay, I stop. Moving on. Valentina Tapatio
Smart.
Cholula.
No shame. What?
Tapatio Valentina Cholula's hot sauce.
Ooh, it's a close tie between the first two. I'm definitely gonna go with Valentina.
Yeah, loud. The red one or the black one though? There's two
Red.
kinds. Yeah, the black one's hot spicy.
I got heartburn and ulcers and 3 kids.
Which one you like?
Valentina, the black one.
The black one, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. What about conchas? So the conchas, there's the brown ones with the chocolate, a white one's the vanilla, and the pink was like a strawberry. Which ones do y'all like?
Chocolate.
I've never ever in my entire life been able to taste the difference.
See, I was told that before, but I think the chocolates do have more of the chocolates. The other ones have a different kind of flavor than all the other ones.
See, like growing up, like I used to think, like, you know, in my head, oh, this is the flavors, right? And then my entire life, I've never been able to taste the difference.
You know why I never did either? Because I always dipped it in my coffee, so it tasted like coffee.
I would never have a chance to really I devour it. I always want to get in that concha eating contest, but I'm like, I don't want to be a fat ass. Like,
bro,
fuck.
we did a car show, and then we had, I don't know if you've seen a clip of
Jason's
the video.
Dream?
Bro.
You know I do that every year. Do it every year since, like, that's how we met.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Like, I've been doing it ever since we started. 7 years now? Like, 7 years?
Yeah,
9.
He's been doing it for 8. I've been helping him for probably about 5. But the last concha eating contest, we had a professional guy come through. Like, this dude goes around the DFW eating. So I'm probably going to have him.
Did he win?
Oh, yeah, he tore up. He beat everybody by
shit.
like a good concha. I usually do 3, but we were not short on time, so I only did 2 corn chubs. But he beat everybody like fast. He was good. Don't get me wrong, the other one was pretty good effort, but yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know if you had stand a chance.
Oh no, I know I can't, bro. Like, no.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Refried beans or borracho beans?
Borracho.
Oh no. See. One's like a breakfast and the other one's like a dinner. Borracho's more dinner for me. The refried beans are badass for breakfast because you get it with, like, let's just say you got it with the eggs and everything. You just kind of scoop them, make that little, you know what I'm saying, that bottom layer, and then you put the eggs on top and whatever meat you got on top, or if you got it all mixed, you put it together. Wow.
If you ever want to start a YouTube
it's like
channel,
cement for tacos.
if you ever want to start yeah, I don't know about all that.
Oh, go on, Bruce. Like you put it down like that, you put the food on top, and then when you hold it like that, it all stays in.
If you ever wanted to start a YouTube channel for you, you should be a foodie. Like a chola foodie.
Oh, cause
no, not that. No, nothing to do with that. But the fact that you experience and the way you explain how it goes is pretty cool. I like that.
Appreciate it.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead. I know you've got interviewed before once, but I don't know how it went. Honestly, I didn't get to check it out. However, I usually start with 3 questions, but since it's one of your first ones, I'm gonna go ahead and just start off with your name. How did you get your name, Smurf? Because there's Big Smurf and Smurf too, and you're one of the same, right? Tell me what happened.
Honestly, it was a fluke. I grew up here in Arlington, literally in the shadows of this state. Well, not this one, but the old one, you know. So like right up the street, literally about 10 blocks up, 4 blocks over. So when I missed the bus, I would have to walk through a pretty rough neighborhood. This is the 90s, you know. Back then, where like everybody's watching the way you lace your laces and shit.
Really?
So like I would walk through there, and they'd be like, "Where you from?" I'm from Cedar. Where's Cedar? You know where Ghetto Park is? Yeah. You know where Oak Street is? Oak Street. So after a while, I finally got tired of getting jumped, and my homeboys, the older homies, are like, "Hey, bro, you know, that's kind of fucked up. What's up?" Fuck it. So they put me down, and the day they put me down, they're like, "Okay, well, we got to find you a nickname." So we're back in school. We're all lined up against the wall. You know how you do it back in junior high, right? You line up and think you Mr. Cool. My homegirl comes down, bye, Bebo, bye, Chewy, bye, Patas, bye, da, all the way down the line. I'm the last dude in line. Bye, Smurf. I was like, no. And I looked that way, and all the homies are like, yeah. So I'm like, oh, shit. Nah, man, anything but that. Please, not Smurf. Anything but Smurf. Nah, fuck that, bro. That's Smurf. You Smurf. Ever since this, I was about maybe 11.
Yeah.
And I'm 39 now.
So you had to jump in so you were in a gang back in the days? Or not necessarily?
I would like to plead the fifth.
Okay, fine. Well, it's years ago. Probably statute of limitation already passed, but if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
Oh,
okay.
Because, like, it's... Yeah.
You good. We're moving on. So Smurf. So that, and how did she come up with the name just randomly, not knowing you, just call you that?
Oh, she knew me. Like, this is a homegirl. We used to, like, elementary school and shit. At that time, shows you how long I was in this school for. When I got there, there were no dress code. When I left, there was dress code. Uniforms.
Yeah.
I was wearing white or khaki pants, a blue sweater, and a white beanie. Smurf.
Yeah.
And it she was just making fun of me on the way out. Stuck with me for the rest of my life.
Till this day.
I rock one on my hat.
Yeah.
Got one on my arm.
I see that.
And now I just owned it. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah. And then there's a difference also, right? Because you said that there's a Smurf and then there's also sometimes they call you Big Smurf. And why is that?
Well, because in the neighborhood, I'm older than the other Smurf and bigger.
The older generation.
I'm actually like 3 generations over this guy.
Okay. So you're a younger cat than you. All right.
Not that much younger, but younger.
What about you? How do you so you used to be little Smurfette, and then you told me something about they had to sit you down and have a talk. So what happened?
I was 10 years old, and we were at the park, and I was about to go play with my siblings at the playground because, you know, we're kids.
And she used the word siblings, bro. Like,
I'll say brats, but anyway.
You say fools.
Anyway, So he says, nah, stay here. We're going to talk real quick. I said, all right. He said, your mom's not here. Not in the picture anymore. But since, you're getting more older and there's no one to take the name, you're going to take the name. Since, that was your mom and you look like her.
Spitting image.
Yeah?
Spitting image.
That's cool. All right. So when did you start getting into the car show? Well, first of all, let's talk about that itself, right? Having to talk to her about taking the name, but why did you wanted to keep the name? And like, what exactly is it that, like, for example, you're dressing right now, right? You're dressing like cholos. Is that what you call it? How do you embrace it? Just the way that you just like to.
This is just how we dress. I mean, like this, like usually, this is my okay, I'm going somewhere nice shirt. Mm-hmm. I have other Charlie Browns, I got other button downs. I usually wear Dickies or a T-shirt or Chicano style Subliminal because I was Subliminal Car Club. But when I'm going somewhere nice.
Right.
After this, we're going to the anniversary.
Right.
So I'm like, well, I'm gonna put on a button down or a collared shirt.
It is a collared shirt.
It is.
It's a polo shirt.
Technically, this is considered a polo shirt because of the buttons in the front and the collar.
Yeah, because I was born in Mexico, right? I'm not Chicano, but I know Chicano when I got here. It was a word back in the 90s also. That was I had to learn because I didn't know about it, right?
Before that, we were considered Mexican Americans.
Yeah.
Before that, we were considered property.
Yeah. So, what do you feel about the whole, like, for example, the podcast called the Global Latin Factor because I feel like, so the Hispanic word came back in the 1960s because there was too many of different Latinos and they were trying to group us together, right? For census purposes.
Well, technically, the word Hispanic goes way back to colonial times. It's people from Hispaniola.
Hispaniola.
Which is the new settlement.
Yes, I'm talking about in regards to here in the States and the reason why they decided to group all of us.
It's an umbrella term. Yeah,
that's all it was. I took on the name for the Global Latin Factor because I feel like the Latin Americas really technically define us a little bit more if we're going to be just different, like Salvadorians, Mexicans, and all that, right? So we're part of the Latin Americas. But at the same time, we contribute a lot of things. Like tortillas, like we were talking about, that's all Mexico. Like chiles, that's all Mexico.
Well, I mean, if you really stop and look at like tortillas itself, you look at all the ancient civilizations throughout eternity, like foreverness. Judeo, Sumerian, Egyptian, they all have these flat breads. And the reason why they have these flat breads is so that way, like, the people working out in the fields are able to eat and work. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, back then, the only times you had was for the sun up to the sun down. So you had a limited time of availability to work out in the fields or work on what you're working on.
Right.
So eating fast in a hurry and getting back to it. I mean, again, this is just my opinion of this, what I've read on it.
Yeah. I mean, because I read some of I like to get into those documentaries and things like that. But I know corn itself for sure, like even genetically, they trace it all the way to Balsas River in Mexico. Mm-hmm. The corn, all the corn came from, like mama corn came from there and distributed whatever they were.
Well, they have one of their deities in that central area is a corn goddess.
Yeah. Well, the Aztec people used to think that that's who was it, because you can trace corn to a grass, but it's really difficult to know how is it that they were able to even get corn, because everything else you can see where it comes from. Like you can see an apple, all the apples came from one, but it looks like an apple, and all the other apples kind of look similar to the same original apple. But corn itself is like you can't really see the mama of corn.
There's a quote-unquote manipulation in the genetic genome to alter it so that way we have to actually pick it for it to survive. There's no way for us to actually grow it and have it grow naturally in the wild, because you have to pick it and cultivate it for it to succeed.
And that's the thing that they tripped me out, that whenever they said it was provided by the gods, it's almost like it's not far-fetched because it's kind of hard to make it by yourself. Well, I mean, but back in the day,
that's the ancient Sumerian text on the Anunnaki and the whole great read. Check it out. I don't know if you've checked it out. The Lost Book of Enki.
I heard of it before.
I've read it. It's kind of weird when you read it. It's like heart thou, it thou, that type of shit. But I've watched this one like where he read it to. It's like an audiobook.
Yeah.
And the dude sounded like he was from Texas. Man, this guy riding around his goddamn spaceship. I'm like, dude, what? You broke it down. I understand you, bro. Excuse me. This shit was funny as shit. But it explained how everything came to, quote unquote, came into existence through manipulation. Again, if that's your kick, that's your kick. I just like to read.
Well, the Aztec used to do that a long time ago, like the GMO thing. They used to mix different things way before anybody knew about all that.
No, somebody had
advanced.
to stop and teach these things.
Well,
like
that's the way it gets into the conspiracy part. I don't know.
yeah,
I see where you're coming
You know
from.
what I'm talking about?
I see what you're talking about, though, as far as like seeing those things that it just makes sense, like it came from somewhere else because it just seems like how did we just came up with it.
I mean, a really great example of it is marijuana.
Yeah.
If you stop and look at marijuana, you have to have these two strands, a male and a female, to produce buds or offspring. Like you need to have it. Like it's like for those who do, I don't know. You remember back in the day? I'm pretty sure you did. Like I know I did. At one point, try to grow some shit in the closet. You know what I'm talking about?
I was too scared, but
you know what I'm talking about. You got that one homie. You know what I'm
I had
saying?
the one homie.
Yeah,
But I had the one
I can't
homie.
get this shit to grow, and like another one comes over, man, put this plant next to it. And the next thing you know, by like 6 months, you got some buds
No, I had homies that grew it, and some of them by accident, to where
in the backyard.
see before you know it, something grew. But yeah, I see what you mean. I don't know. I think as humans, we just been so freaking lucky that certain things fall so perfectly that we're here. Like just us like humans being here. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's an accident. And that's when we get into like whatever you want to call it. You know, it could be aliens or whatever, or higher creator or God or whatever you want to name it. But I think that played a big factor in order to us to be somewhat so lucky, even genetically, that we get to do this. You know what I mean? To get to. This. But back to my original question, because
I'm telling you,
I like it.
I can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Like I'm weird.
So, what do you feel about like? Do you even think about identifying, calling yourself, or anything? Like, you know, let's say from my perspective, it'd be like you're dressed like Chicanos or like Cholos or whatever. Because even the name of the store is Chicano style, right? Mm-hmm. So, how, do you identify? Do you care?
I mean, if I have to identify with anything, I'm an American.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that.
How many generations that you know of your parents being here? Or y'all
oh, yeah.
Actually,
I can tell you that story, too. My family, I believe we came from Michoacan. My grandmother was born in New Braunfels.
You know how many generations ago?
I am grandma, dad, me. So I'm third generation.
Third generation.
Now, my mom's family are Native Americans that are from Central Texas. They ain't going nowhere.
They've been here.
They came to them.
They've been here since way back.
I'm talking about like, let's go hunt some shit. We hungry.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
that's not disrespectful because it's Native.
No, like, hey, I'm like, people ask me, are you Indian? Because I'm dark and shit. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, here's
feather, not dot.
Check this other story out that I made my own because I'm into different stuff too. All right. So supposedly, the native indigenous people that were here, they call them indigenous America, but they're indigenous from the land that we're here. But supposedly the story came from civilization began, or human being, 200 to 300,000 years ago, began in Africa, and then migrated all over the place, right?
I already got an argument with that one, bro. I'm sorry.
Is there a story, though? Can you tell me a story of where the people came from? They were already here from the Americas originally, humans.
Yeah, well, if you stop and look at like the ancient text, they have all sorts of stories about Mu, the lost continent of Mu in the Pacific. There's Atlantis in the Atlantic Ocean, which I don't really believe is the Atlantic Ocean is the eye of Africa. Mm-hmm. If you really look at the eye of Africa, they have all those centric rings that they talk about, Plato. So it really depends on what you want to look at.
So where do you think civilization came from?
I believe we've been here
since period.
Since like here. I mean, yeah. Really.
Everybody calls it Pangea, where it used to be one solid land, right?
Well, and if you stop and look at it, like there's like all sorts of things that have been brushed under the rug through the Smithsonian. Yeah, the Smithsonian itself has taken so many artifacts. You name it. If it doesn't agree with their mainstream ideology, what they think of, My bad,
Ideology,
you said-
yeah.
ideology. They choose to brush it under the rug. If it doesn't fit in their norm, it's gone. And like I believe we've been here. It's just something we've lost knowledge to. Like imagine us right now. Something happens, lights go off, they're off. They're not coming back on. We just got thrusted back into a whole new dark ages. Now, these children might remember. Their children only have stories.
Yeah.
And the more the generations grow, the more it's diluted.
Oh,
It
yeah,
turns into
absolutely.
Like telephone. The game of telephone.
like the
the
game of telephone.
Yeah.
So it just gets broken down and diluted to a point where it's like what's real and what's not.
Yeah, because we talking about minimum. Okay, I don't know the science behind it. The timing that I know is 200 to 300,000 years. We got here.
They have
as far
all
as
sorts of archaeological finds that are popping up, discoveries that are showing that we have been on this planet more than 5,000-10,000 years.
no 200 to 300,000 years.
Yeah, I'm
we
talking
began.
thousands. I'm talking about shoot. There's no real accurate date on the.
We're
on
not.
the
We're not. We're
pyramids.
just estimating.
Yeah.
Just like all the scientists that doing their thing, they just really are playing around with money and moving things around, but they're just guessing.
But no, they have a strict guideline to stick within.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, look, I'm not one of those dudes that's going to tell you who's pulling strings and shit. I just know my kids are going to sleep at a certain time. I got a car show tomorrow. That's about it.
Yeah.
But like,
it's their own system itself, like their own scientific system. I think they held us back a long time ago from like
it's not the scientific
for ego and pride too. Like let's say you discover something, like right, and you are adamant that like you're insisting that this is the way, right?
No.
But you have a newbie that comes around, it's like, hey man, I found this and that. We should like.
But that's
no.
exactly what we're having right now. Like
we do it all the time.
if
We
you
do it
look
all the
at
time.
like Asia Minor, Asia, just
Yeah.
Asia in general.
in general.
They have literally from the almost dawn of our quote unquote Western time cut everybody off. We don't want nothing to do with you. China, nah, y'all stay the fuck over there. Leave me alone. Until what was it? The British went with opium and yeah. So my son's a history person too. So like, but I believe like we've been around a lot longer than what most people want to say. I believe like the whole Western ideology of that they're first is not true. I
Yeah,
believe
because we haven't been first. We weren't.
no,
here
but like
first.
when we stop and look at it, they say that okay, it all started with ancient Samaria, Babylon, Rome, Greece,
Yeah.
Egypt.
Yeah.
In this one central, the fertile
Crescent.
Fertile Crescent. And that's not exactly true. So imagine, let's just say Dark Ages, this is just where a particular population popped up at. This is their story that we're listening to, not our story as a collective.
As far as taking it more back in, what was
Exactly.
going on way
Because as
back.
far as they're concerned, it started here.
Yeah, because we kind of sort of like start history from where we were able to record it and go back and read it. But
Well,
there
I mean,
was-
that's why I brought up
that was a
Asia
year
and
more.
India, because like they have written literature that goes back thousands of years before the
Yeah.
Western civilizations even popped up.
Yeah,
What is it, the Mahabharata?
yeah, I heard of it before.
That shit goes way back, and they're finding all sorts of cities and technology that they have had. They talk about nuclear warfare. They're finding the glass from nuclear warfare in India.
Like you think we blew ourselves up at one time and then we started from zero?
Oh, I believe that shit, bro. I believe that
You
shit.
think that happened to
You know what I'm
Mars?
saying? Oh, see that you did read the book of Inky, didn't you?
I didn't, but I seen a bunch
You,
of
bro,
different
don't
stuff.
play, bro. Don't play like
I go
bro.
into the rabbit hole of YouTube and watch different stuff. But anyways, back to.
I'll tell you, bro. We talk about whatever you want to talk about. What's up? You want
We'll
to
get
talk
back
about
on that one in a
politics?
second. But okay, so as far as American, you're third generation. You just consider yourself
On my
American.
dad's side, on my mom's side, like we're American for you all America.
Native indigenous. What I was gonna tell you is that there's a connection where
Oh,
certain tribes from like Arizona, their bloodline can be traced all the way to like South America, and they do the same things. You know what I mean? So like you can kind of see me, and maybe you can think Asian, maybe a little bit, something like that. I've been to the Philippines.
I mean,
They couldn't tell the difference.
yeah, okay, yeah.
They couldn't tell the
Philippines.
difference that if I was Mexican or not. I know that if I test, I will have some indigenous blood in it. It's only logical because of where I was born in Mexico.
My bad, bro. I need to excuse myself for a quick sec. I need to run to the little vato room.
Yeah, okay.
Feel free to ask her any questions.
Yeah, we'll pick up with her and we'll get you back.
Hey, bro, if you find out she got like a secret ex-boyfriend or new boyfriend or something, she better let me know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you find out what my Christmas gift is.
All right, I'll make sure I let you know. Okay.
My fist. Okay.
So, little Smurfette, how do you like everything as far as what do y'all go out and do in the car club? Because you started real young, right? As far as going out there?
I started out at 6 years old.
6 years old. And do you remember like the first time y'all went out there?
I remember at first we were just, normal people. We didn't sell anything, and
So you just go out to the shows and
yeah, we
check
used
out
to
some of
just
that
go
stuff.
out. And I remember I don't know why I did when I was little.
All right, let me get you closer to the mic. Sorry about that.
But I remember we were there, and I'll be in the cars, and I'll talk to the Chucky dolls. Like some cars will have Chucky dolls in it, and I'll sit there and just start talking to it. That's what I remember. And then that's whenever, Vato Loco Tattoos and all that, they were going out to shows, selling stuff. And, we will go out there, chill with them and all that.
Yeah.
And then at that time, I think that's when they were starting the shop. I don't really remember because I was little, like I had said. And we used to do it for them time to time, or we'll, help them out. And then I remember we started going more and more. We'll go out there setting up as them. And then we'll just see all the cars. We'll walk around and all that and come back. And that's when one day my dad was all like, I want to start something myself.
Yeah.
And we're like, at first, we're like, no, we don't want to. It's too hot. Because we...
Yeah, it's hot in your little.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We acted like we were spoiled kids. And then next thing you know, we started doing the shows and, we started like getting more involved with it. We're like, yeah, this is kind of fun. This is when J. Pepe's was still around.
Do you remember your first car show? Was it at J. Pepper's?
It was either J. Pepe's or Under the Bridge in Fort Worth. That's what it was one of those two.
Yeah.
And, that's whenever we had fun and all that. And that's when we got more involved. And then when we got a little more older, like me and her were like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And people were like, y'all should, take pictures, and, go out and all that, be known and know the fact that y'all started really young at this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And at first we were like, nah, because we're all insecure and all that. And then next thing you know, we're like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So we went out one show. This was the BT Furniture shows when we came out with Liz. And we all took pictures, and then that's when people started noticing us more and more. And then we got more offers being at shows and stuff. Because before we used to struggle a lot. He used to beg to be asked to be there at the shows.
He's begging for shows. Please let me go to the show. Oh, my bad. My bad. I forget I got this belly. That'd be like...
You straight, bro. I like your necklace.
Appreciate it.
We were talking about the first show that you ever did as far as started selling. Because, again, you're the owner of Chicano style DFW.
Is that
right? So as far as Chicano, she was saying it was either on Fort Worth Under the Bridge, or it was
Dreaming the Cure.
Which one?
Dreaming the Cure.
That wasn't Fort Worth then. That was your first show.
Yep.
How did that go?
Right. We started off with a roll of belts and a box of Lokes.
That's it.
Yep.
And a table.
Not even a table. We were working off my homeboy's table, Vato Loco Tattoos.
Okay. So because you told me y'all used to help him out set up and set shop.
My man, I'm fat, bro. I just did that. I power walked back. I'm all out of breath and shit. I'm like, woo! Bro, why do you think I like tacos, bro? Like,
so you used to help him out. So you were just joining his table and bringing your stuff or what you had.
yeah. And he would allow me to use his van and connections and everything.
Sure.
Like I said, I can't, I'll never deny the fact that man helped me out.
Yeah.
He still helps me out. But right now I'm doing my thing. He's doing his thing. And I have nothing but love and respect for my brother.
Made you decide? Because she told me that all y'all did was just as spectators. Just go out and watch and maybe help out the locals. But then what made you, brought the desire to want to set up shop or start doing something?
My dream.
Your dream as far, what is your dream?
My dream in life was always own a shop. I grew up at Traders Village and car shows in the hood. So, like, my dream was to be one of those vendors. My dream was to one day have a spot where you can go to that's not at Traders Village, even though now we have a spot at Traders Village.
Yeah.
But we go to every neighborhood. We go make sure that we go to a local car show near you. Instead of having to wait for Traders Village or go to Dallas or go to Fort Worth to get what you need, you can come to me.
Yeah, the one-stop cholo shop.
And if I don't have it, if I don't have it, give me a week. I go get it.
Yeah.
And if still I don't, I have a friend that does.
Yeah.
Because I'll happily work with any vendor that's willing to work with me.
So whether you want it or not, you still are living your dream, but you wanted to do, right? Because now you have, even though, again, you didn't want to go to Traders Village, but it makes sense because there's a lot of people and a lot of traffic, you know? And from what I noticed, the cholo or the Chicano dress, like, I mean, again, I know this is your normal wear, but to me, I'm dressed a little differently. It's just what you enjoy to wear. And it's nice because even, not only here, but in Cali, it's big. And then we've seen videos that it's all over the world. Like, we're talking about Japan and other places that are just literally want to just dress just like, you know, like a Chicano.
I still think that's funny.
Okay, so tell me, you're like...
I mean, it's funny, but I understand why they do it, and I appreciate what they're doing, because what it does is keep our culture alive and introduce it to people that have never had the opportunity to see it or hear of it.
What do you say? Because I was thinking about something that the lady was asking the girl, and it made a lot of sense to me when I was thinking about it, right? They and this word's been thrown around a lot, culture appropriation. Like, they're trying to just, you know, they just dress like you, but don't really understand it because they're not within the culture, right?
Well, my parents always put it this way: we're not that kind of culture.
Yeah.
If someone wants to emulate us, then so be it. You know, like, all they're doing is showing us respect by trying to be like us.
Yeah.
What's the term?
Talking about flattery.
Yeah. It's the ultimate form of flattery.
Yeah. That word, like,
imitation is the ultimate form of flattery. So,
and it's interesting that the way that, like, because this is a culture thing, right? Like, I was Mexicano. I knew Chicanos in my head. When I was growing up, Chicano was like a different thing compared to Mexicanos. Even within our own culture, it was like it was seen a different way.
That's probably due to the negative stigma that the media has been portraying upon the Chicano community ever since, like, the dawn of media.
And it's crazy. Not only that, but it's crazy that even within our own families, like within me being Mexicano, just coming here when I was 11 to seeing the way that the homies like acted compared to the ones that were just like the dads. You know what I mean? It was different. You know, they're like younger, like my family or my people that I knew that were older were like, oh, they're lazy, son bien marihuanos and things like that. And I kind of saw it a little bit like that, but at the same time, I was like, why do they have to be just so yes sir, no sir all the time? You know what I mean? Why do they have to be like that all the time?
It's because of the way the older generation was done. I mean, like, my dad, they grew up in Dallas. Mm-hmm. He's from Cement City. They're from Cement City, Dallas. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know if you're familiar with Cement City.
No, not really.
There was a cement factory over there. I believe it's off Singleton. Mm-hmm. And I think Hampton. I'm not, again, don't quote me on it. There's a big old hill there, though, now.
Yeah,
with a silo.
Now. Yeah.
Well, there used to be a cement factory. And they went and built a whole little town, whole little community out of cement. Mm-hmm. And that's where we lived, or the essays. And in fact, my uncle has Cement City on his birth certificate. You can't get a passport because you cannot find Cement City, Texas on the map.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was a barrio, but, like, they asked, where are you from? Cement City. So that's what was put on the birth certificate.
That's crazy to me.
You know, this
so
is
you
back
can't leave the country?
No, you can't leave the country.
Can't get a passport, period.
No, he has
there's
to
no way to worry
There's
about it.
so much other things that are involved with it. He says,
it costs money too.
He's like, you know what? I'm good. I'm in Texas. What more do I want?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fair enough.
It's
Theo.
pretty big to get out of Texas.
Did he tell us
anyways.
that? Like, he just told us this, like, Thanksgiving.
Last week.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, it's pretty big Texas is pretty big period though to get out of it. It takes a long time.
And all he want to do is go to Cancun and visit some strip clubs or some shit. I don't know what he was going to do down there. Yeah. Right, come on, Uncle Carlos.
Like, okay, so the flattering part, I think it's interesting that even they found the culture itself to be interesting enough that they wanted to like copy everything to the tattoos. Well, and we were talking about the tattoo part, right?
But what they keep saying is like we're strong, and they like the fact that we're not going to take nothing from nobody. But they don't see the struggle that we've been through. Like my parents had to ride in the back of the bus. The only reason why my dad could ride at the front of the bus was because my grandma was a nurse. And he could only do that with her. If he went over there with his brothers, they had to sit in the back of the bus. This is in Dallas. I don't think I have a picture, but I have a picture from 1916 of my grandma when she was 16. And my Uncle Mike, he's wearing a Pachuca hat, white T-shirt, and some big old baggy pants. In fact, here, go to my Facebook and pull it up. It's like somewhere down there. Hold on. Yeah, those are now. Hold on. Look around in there.
But okay, so it does make you think of something. Downloads. So it does make you think of something, right? That the fact that it's cool that they want to do this and they want to like dress like that.
Yeah, but they don't know the struggle.
They don't know the part. Or maybe they have, and there's a reason why they know that we came from all this stuff. Because all this stuff is online right now. You can see the Pachucos, the Susu riots. You can see things like that because it was a form of rebellion, dressing. Whenever it's a wartime, like, I don't want us to dress like that. Okay, well, we're just going to put more on. Just because you're telling us not to.
Like, remember that famous walkout they had in Cali?
Yeah.
Well, they had that here too. That same day. They had that same thing over here. My parents were some of the same people that walked out of class.
See, and that's the thing though, because if we unite it, then it works because they're over there in another state, and somehow we still got the message.
And this is before cell phones, before social media, before the intraweb. This is somebody calling somebody, writing a hand letter and mailing it to someone, saying, "Hey, we're walking out this day."
All y'all, and it worked, and it worked. But okay, so one thing that I think about is that. So I get it that y'all were in that city, right? But it's funny how even like in school or even just in weird places, like different strange places, right? You try to go find somebody that looks like you because kind of sort of you want to like you feel like you can relate to them more, right? I think it's maybe like subconscious that we do that. I don't know if you do it, but at least when I go anywhere, I try to see if there's any Mexicanos or Latinos so I can just kind of like, because maybe we can relate to it. And instead of having to say hi to everybody, if you notice in the cafeterias, a lot of the time, Mexicanos or whatever, and it just happens to be that maybe it's a tribal mindset that we don't. I know it's a little bit more spread out, but we still do it.
It's a survival tactic that we use that's embedded in our minds ever since we were hunters and gatherers. Strength in numbers. Look under.
It's not in there.
It's not in there.
It's not in none of them.
No. All right, go back out, go to my Facebook. And then go to pictures. Go all the way down. I'm trying to find that picture.
We're trying to find that picture of that. So another thing that I think is interesting, so the culture appropriation, right?
But that's also, real quick, I want to touch on this real quick. I'm not that kind of guy. I won't go and look, I'm the kind of guy, I will. If everybody's over there doing something in that corner, I'm going to stand over here by myself. Because until I figure out what they're really doing over there, I don't want no part of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My dad always told me, pick your friends. Don't let them pick you.
Yeah.
Treat everybody as an equal. Mm-hmm. Everybody, if you come to my booth, what's up, homie? How you doing? Come sit down with us.
Right.
Are you tired? I got a chair. But I'm not going to sit there and go follow everybody. Mm-hmm. Like in high school, at Sam Houston, right down the street, there was a particular wall. Nobody liked standing at because the sun was on it. Well, I'm from the north side, so I looked at it as that's a free wall. Started hanging out there, but to this day, y'all still hang out there? Yeah.
Sir, I can't go anywhere without them saying something to me.
Okay. So I mean, just one of those things. Like I believe like sometimes it's best for a man just to take his own path and not follow everybody else.
Yeah.
Like when I started this business, I had so many friends tell me, don't do it. You're not going to succeed. Nobody does that anymore. 7 years later, they're the same ones that are like, bro, it's badass. I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd keep doing it. I didn't think it was going to work this far.
What did they say wasn't going to work? The fact that you wanted to contribute and remain and keep the culture alive, or selling the merchandise and keep it going for so long?
Merchandise.
The merchandise itself. What the merchandise was.
Yeah, like they didn't see nobody like this. They didn't see nobody wearing the hats. They didn't see nobody wearing the t-shirts. But now,
what does it mean to you when you dress like that? Because, again, I know that to you it's just garments, it's just clothing, but it's not that. It's deeper than that. So what is it to you? What does it really mean to you?
One, I'm comfortable, but two, oh my bad. One, I'm comfortable, and two, it's like if you want to look at me and judge me for the clothing I'm wearing, then you're just shallow,
Yeah.
and that's fine with me.
So it's almost like a method of like disqualifying people that you really want around because you already are seeing something that is not there. You're already making a prejudgment.
Think of it more of a silent protest.
And what exactly you protesting still to this day?
Honestly, the unfortunate inequality of our culture. Like, you stop and look at a cholo. You see me and my family get out at the store, and you're not familiar with us. Oh, they're selling drugs. They're going to do something. I mean, we look like a little gang, but we're a family.
Yeah.
And not by like the gang terms, we're a family. We're an actual family.
And Hollywood doesn't help with the stereotypes. With all those movies,
no.
You know? Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed watching Blood In, Blood Out. Bound. I enjoyed that movie. I really liked it. I thought it was a great work.
Which Magic will actually be in town this weekend.
He'll be in town.
In fact, he's here now.
Yeah, we're actually going to be releasing the episode probably in a week or two. So we won't get that shout out. But he's going to be here in the Dallas area.
See, if I was already booked for this whole weekend, otherwise I would happily, show one of the events because I know he's going to be doing like 3 of them.
Yeah. See, and I like that part. And I like the family part that they show because we are about family, but at the same time, I don't like the other stuff.
One of the cornerstones of the foundation of our culture is family.
But the things that I don't like is when they make it seem like you said, like they're probably up to no good. They're probably going to smoke weed, which is not a big deal now in 2021 anyways. Or they're going to probably steal something. Even or they're part of a gang. You know what I mean? Well, I don't like that at all.
One of the main reasons why I see it the way I see it is because, like, I got degrees. Like I went back to school. I was a fuck up in school. But once I matured, like, I guess you could say matured, I had these guys. I went back, got my, I had the GED. I went back, got my associates and everything. So I got degrees. And when I went for job interviews, I'm applying. Same thing with Trevor, Tyrone, Kobe, and Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when I went to the final interview, I never went to that room to the left. They take me to the one on the right. And I had to sit down with that old vato that been with the company like 30 years. Started off as a janitor. I respect that. Hard work, it pays off. That's what's up. But when I reached my hand across the table to shake his hand, even though I'm in a 3-piece suit, all he saw is this. I know what you're about.
Yeah. I don't like
and I won't get a job. I'm like, why? I'm the same. I'm applying for the same stuff everybody else is. Why are you going to treat me different?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those little things.
Yeah.
I got a whole... Woo.
And why was it that... Because I know you try to keep, like, even with the name, trying to have the family involved as far as keeping it alive. Keeping... what would you call the way that y'all dress? Is there anything particular? Like, I know you call it, you got the cholo shop, but it's not really cholo. It's just, what is it exactly necessarily? Like, for me, that I wouldn't understand or no.
Girls, what would you call it? What would you call it?
I'd say the Chicano life community or style.
Chicano
style? Yeah.
Like, you could be wearing, like what you're wearing right now. Chicano style. What he's wearing. Chicano style.
He's Salvadorian. How?
Doesn't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's just, it's just the fact that it's who we are.
Yeah.
From boots, I got work boots, I got Cortez, I got Chucks, you know, I got house shoes.
Hey, you know the Cortez, the one that the ones from the movie Forrest Gump, the one he wore, were actually in the Olympics at one time. Mm-hmm. The most freaking popular shoe. They've
been brought back as retros lately.
Cartoon. I'm trying to get a hold of the cartoon shoes with Aztec, but I seen some. I know how much they go for, like $900, bro. With the Aztec, the gold Aztec.
Oh, the cool, bro. I got a homeboy out of Oak Cliff, right? You bring us some pair of Cortez, bring us some all white ones, he got you, bro.
Have you seen them though?
Yeah.
The black ones with the gold Aztec. Mm-hmm. Oh, bro, they so cool.
I got a homeboy though.
I got you. I'll link up with him because I want.
See mama. I'm sorry. I'm looking at a picture.
Okay. Did you find it?
No, I'm still trying to find it.
Because it's like at the bottom. Keep going.
Damn, they said some
you know which
thick
one I'm
eyebrows.
looking for, right?
Yeah.
It's like at the bottom. Why don't you go to Albert Guzman?
And how do you feel whenever you go out in public and like people do give you the weird look? Like, cause to me, it never like I don't. I'm older now, so it don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Nowadays,
matter.
I look at them like
it's all
jealous
because people are like we make our own perception of stuff, right? With everything that we looked at, movies and then we make our own judgments of things and perception of stuff. You know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just who we are as people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Human beings is one of our natural survival mechanisms is to prejudge something. If we prejudge it as being unsafe, we're going to avoid it.
Yeah. But you know what's weird about that? That our human nature is also to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? It's always weird. Like people don't.
But it's a very thin line with that one because like you could look at somebody like don't look at me sitting on the side of the road with these two. Old lady, old blue hair ain't gonna pull over. You know, no. She ain't gonna give me the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. You might.
Yeah.
Somebody else might. But a blue hair old lady, no.
I think they meant in the part where, like, first you have to pass the part of the look, and then we get to like maybe talk, and then after that I give you the benefit. You know what I mean? Which I get what you're saying, but I think that's that barrier first.
Go to my bad.
You got it,
Albert Guzman. It's a really cool picture. I love showing this picture of my grandma.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I still got
you can find it. We'll probably use it for the thumbnail. That would be dope.
Like I said, I don't know. Uploads, sweetheart. Uploads. Always go to uploads. It's probably way at the bottom.
Okay. So as far as shows, how many shows? Like, okay. So what year was it that you did the first Dreaming the Cure? What year was that?
Do y'all remember? I don't remember. 7 years ago.
What legs look like that? What are look like that?
Excuse me, bro.
I was like, I just remember I was like 6 or 5.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. I was either 6 or 5 whenever everything started.
7 years back, Alina, you would have been what? 8?
Don't ask me to do no math.
So what do you, as far as, do you go to school, like in your school you have to wear uniform, right?
No.
No? So you dress like this in school? Mm-hmm. And you get any kind of weird stuff? Anybody say anything to you at all whatsoever? People want to take pictures with you or things like that?
Actually, one girl asked me to take pictures with me. Uh-huh. And then next thing you know it, she turned around and she walked off with her friends. And her friends came back and said, are you a real, are you in a gang? They start saying, what's your clique? They start asking me all that.
Yeah. And how'd you feel about that?
I didn't say that. I just walked off because in my mind, because I can't sit there and lash out on somebody as much as I would really want to, but I can't.
So it did make you mad a little bit?
Yeah.
As far as they just coming to ask you?
It made me mad only because on our clothing and how we wear clothes, right. Automatically they think, oh, we're in a gang, like my dad has said. Mm-hmm. And it's like, don't let our clothes on how we dress automatically think we're in a gang.
Yeah, where do you think they get that idea from? TV?
From TV or some family member, I'm not, saying every family is like that, but there's always sometimes there's always that one family member that will be like, oh no, they're that family, to see how they are, they went down the wrong path. Don't sit there and go out trying to dress like that.
Yeah, but they live in the 1990s though, because gang members don't even dress like that anymore. I've seen them calling gang with skinny jeans, and I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's not even that anymore. So, And as far as is that the only time you had an incident like that? Like, do you didn't care that they say anything anymore? Because you like this, right? You like it.
I'm okay with it, but matter of fact, a couple of days ago, the principal at my school, like, I know I can't really say it out loud, as much as I really want to, just, want to lash out on him only because they wanted to search me. Because apparently they had saw me leave campus. And then when they see me come back, they said they need to search everybody. But every time they, kids that leave school and come on, they don't search them. Like, there's plenty of kids that leave school. But then there was me. I'm not saying they picked me out of everybody. Not saying I'm the special one.
You think somebody told on you about something?
No, not that. But it's like, the way they went out about it was that the fact that they were like, oh, we need you to take your shoes off, take your socks off, lift your pants. We need to see. And then he tried to give me a whole lesson, talk about.
Was there
a security guard? Yeah.
No,
a female.
Oh, man.
Not only that, was there like a female that did this to you? Was it like
the security guard, female security guard told me that, and the principal was sitting there trying to give me a lesson, saying that we understand that you're in this grade, you're still in high school, you can make changes out of this,
what are they talking about as far as what? Are you a good kid in school, or
they
maybe that's
say
the
just
reason
because they see me supposed to leave campus and all that, they think because skipping, they're like,
so they caught you skipping.
Yeah, they were like, I didn't want to say that, but
you already know trouble.
Yeah,
we done,
but they were like,
I done cussed out the truancy guy already this week.
Who was that?
The truancy guy.
Who's that?
Lee. Oh my bad. His name is like Lee or something. I don't know. I can't find him anywhere on the internet. Calling me and being all rude about her skipping. I'm like,
the principal from school?
Not the truancy officer, the tardy police.
The principal.
Oh, the ones that give tickets if you don't make it to school or tardy?
Yeah, but he's up being all like extra about it. I'm like, look, man, I'm not that. I'm a nice guy, but you don't just come at me like that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're a public servant. You're supposed to be calling me to help me with my daughter. Why are you calling me being extra with this extra shit?
So they did catch you. So you were in the wrong.
She always
but
that's fucked up.
Anyway.
But you're not the only one.
Yeah,
though,
but
right?
the way the principal came out to me, he was all like, "You're still in high school. You can make better choices. You joining a gang, does not mean that."
They know you're not in a gang, right?
He said based off, he said because you're in a gang. He went like that, pointing at my clothes.
What I was telling her is like the ones that claim gang nowadays, I seen them wearing skinny jeans and different colors. You know what I mean? Is that he made that to my understanding, as far as the ones that's claiming gangs and all that, is nothing to do with the way I dress.
Yeah,
their mindset is stuck back in the TV back in 1990 or before.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at
especially being so young, you wouldn't even know about this. Honestly, their mind compared to what we've seen is how we know gangs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what about the bracelet things that you did? Because there's something different I never seen. Is that
Chola
something
bands.
you did? Really? I've never seen them before.
Well, we sell them. She sells them. They went online and figured out how to do it. Everybody kept asking us about them.
They're dope.
And we're like, I asked the girls, what are chola bands? They showed us. I was like, why are we selling these? She's like, well, I got money.
Boom Boom that showed us.
Yeah.
What's that?
My homegirl Boom Boom.
Who's that?
She with Texas Legacy.
Ah.
My homeboy
Smurf's cousin.
My homeboy Smurf's cousin.
I think I've probably seen that before.
He's the vice president of Texas Legacy.
Yeah. And okay, so besides school and then having it wrong, and then I know it's a little frustrating because I don't think y'all, especially your dad being and having you out there learning how to work, I don't think it's that. But outside of that, whenever y'all go to the card shows, how does that make you feel? Because I know y'all do get quite a bit of attention. Carlos, can I get a close up in this, or can you get a?
Oh shit! I can't
see it right here on this one. Let's see if I can get a close up on it. No, you can do it. Come right there.
Oh.
So show me and tell me a little bit about this picture again.
That's my abuelita.
Wait, how long ago was that?
1931. I guess 1931.
Yeah, because she was born in the 20s.
Yeah, she was born in the 20s.
Oh wow!
I saw it. I was like, damn, that's abuelita. I would see her mean. Why she looks so pretty?
Let me see.
And then the other one is my Uncle Mike, one of my favorite older uncles.
Mm-hmm. I see you in it, and you, both of you.
Almost there. Is it because of my face shape? That's me.
No, it's not. But like, think about it. It's all information getting passed on to the other one. Like, I probably got my great grandma's nose or something. You know?
Yeah, well, then the family, they always say I got their head.
Well,
the
you
Guzman
definitely
head
get
shape.
that rusty bitch face from her, that's for sure.
And the double because of my mom's side.
Oh, yeah, don't even start with
The
that.
what? The what?
I don't want to be inappropriate and, say foul language. So I'll let him say it. What did you just say, sir?
Okay, never mind. We good. We good.
I was saying, I ain't saying nothing about your mama's side of the family. That's a whole other fight.
So it's been more than 7-8 years now that you kept doing it, right? How many car shows or just posted up do you think you've done so far for this entire time? I get a rough guesstimate.
2 a weekend?
2 a weekend?
Minimum?
So that's...
No, because we do double days.
Oh, no, minimum. I said minimum.
So that's 52. Let me see.
Because we do.
I'm gonna do some math for y'all.
Because like even in the pandemic, we find ways to get out and set up places. That's actually we had the website started because of the pandemic.
Yeah,
So we got online and what else? So now what we do is mornings at a car show or Traders Village, and nights Saturdays we're on Main Street in Funky Town, and Sundays we're do a car show or Traders Village, and then Jefferson at night.
It's been about maybe 8 years or so, or longer.
We'll just say 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. I'm doing a little bit of my math.
That's gonna be a
I
big
think
ass
you
number.
probably done roughly about 700 over the 7 period time. If you do it 2
I
every
felt
weekend,
so old hearing that.
Minimum.
728.
Because there'll be sometimes we'll do like there'll be a Friday show or
Wednesday.
yeah, or like a morning then a night. So sometimes we will actually do like 4, maybe 5 shows a weekend.
Yeah.
Because we'll have somebody else, like one of the family members, go to another spot while we do another one.
Yeah, because sometimes you even post it on 2 different spots at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And now we're working at trying to be able to be a total of 4 places: Traders Village, online, Dallas, and Fort Worth at the same time.
Yeah. And okay, so tell me a little bit more now that y'all, because since y'all been dressed, I know y'all get attention. People are, because I seen y'all's pictures posted up. How do you feel about it now? Again, besides the stuff with school and things like that, again, I feel like it's not what they think it is. But how does it make you feel whenever y'all go out to the car shows and now y'all getting pictures and different things like that?
I'm okay with it.
With your
It's
dog
like-
Shalad ass face, I see that girl.
Can I answer my
She
question
try to answer
without
like,
you-
hey, I'm daddy. I can do well. All right, go ahead.
You were saying?
I say it's it's nice, it's fun and all that. Everyone from the car shows is family, so everyone already knows us. We're well known, like you had said, so it doesn't really,
But still, though, having that people want to actually take a picture and pose with the cars, it's got to be something different.
Tell them I was with Carolyn when you met Carolyn Rodriguez.
Oh, y'all met Little Rob too, not that long
Yeah.
ago.
I
Oh.
did. Yeah.
But one day, go ahead, tell go ahead.
Go ahead.
You gonna be quiet, right?
No, I can't promise that.
Okay. Well, wait, which one? Carol.
Well, start with
Cheers,
Caroline
Village.
Rodriguez, which is she's from Dope House Records. She's a rapper.
SPM's daughter.
Wife.
Daughter,
daughter.
Oh, Carly.
Carly. Yeah, Carly, not Carolyn.
Yeah,
my
you
Yeah,
bad.
said
Karen, I was gonna say, that's his
You
wife.
Tripping.
Yeah, I mean,
That's his
I
wife.
can't help but she fucked up. Go ahead,
Anyway, we just got to Traders Village and we're standing in line, and then people are coming up asking to take pictures and all that, and some of the people that are helping out sell stuff the merchandise from Dope House, they're turning around going like that, looking to see. And then when we came up, she was all like, let's take a picture. She asked us later on who were we, because she seen all the people come up, take pictures, and walk off, and not staying in line thinking they're for her. And then he gave her a card, and yeah.
That's dope. What about Little Rob?
I don't know if this is gonna be bad for me to
Hey,
say,
you
but
better
it's
give that boy some
edited.
props for real, man. For real, he hooked you up that night.
So we're on Jefferson, and my ex-boyfriend had came up because he just left with his homeboys, came back, asked my dad if he could take me and my sister to the Lost in Love tour.
Yeah.
That was down the street.
Texas Theater.
Yeah. And so we went and we thought, how are we gonna get in? We don't got no tickets. He said, we're gonna go through the back.
Hey, you can't be putting everything out there like that. Just gotta be kind of like
You were able to manage to get in.
Yes. And as
you know what I'm saying? You gotta go like, hey girl, you can't go get. You know that we got the homeboys over there that night. You gotta watch out. Like,
don't volunteer information.
Okay.
Exactly.
Don't volunteer information.
Yes.
Remember that rule for the rest of your life. Don't volunteer
Rest of your
information.
life.
Wait till
she
they
good
ask.
about it. You know that she good. Like, look, they're wearing blue,
I'm glad she's
and we walked
honest.
in.
Don't get me wrong. I'm
Oh,
glad she's honest. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
She hangs herself
Well,
sometimes.
anyway. So we turn the corner and Mr. Capone's right there.
Mm-hmm.
He hugs both me and my sister. We take a picture. He leaves and says, come on he's about to do signatures or something. And we're like, all right. But we end up staying in the back. And then we waited for a little bit. Next thing you know, we're, watching the concert. And so then next thing you know, we leave. Mm-hmm. And then we're standing in the back because it got really hot in there and all that. And next thing you know, little Rob comes out. And I was talking to my ex-boyfriend and my sister, and then he
One of her dudes?
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm messing with her.
He walks up.
Don't get me started. We have that's a whole other issue.
My bad, bro. I'm just playing with you, Giggles.
You gonna get her put in the
But he
closet,
was there.
man.
That fucker was there. You know?
Yeah.
You can get her put in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Okay.
But he comes up and he gives me a hug, and I'm just like, you're really hugging me. You're hugging a stranger, sir. Mm-hmm. And then he says that I like how you're creased up, and the next thing you know, he's like, let's take a picture. So we took a picture, and then after that, he started talking to us more. He was all like, get your mind straight, stay in school, nice crease up, stay crease up like that. Don't always take bad energy, don't think anything wrong or anything. I was all like, all right. And as he's saying that, I'm not going to lie, kind of spaced out a little bit. Like the rings in your ears. That's what I felt. Because I'm like, I'm actually right in front of little Rob.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I heard that every sweater he wears is a brand new sweater. Every performance. It's not like gets to iron it and stuff. That's what I heard. And I got to introduce him one time at the Texas Theater. I brought him on stage one time. I thought it was pretty dope, too.
We were gonna meet MC Magic, but his friend was a security guard, and he just said that he just took him upstairs to go to sleep.
Sleep. Oh yeah, he did did he only do one show or did he do a couple shows?
I don't know, but I know he's like 50 or.
He's actually older than that, bro. I
For
think he's
real?
actually in his 60s, probably.
67.
Yeah.
All I
Yes.
know is thanks to that man.
Oh, never mind.
Anyway.
Hey,
Different conversation. We have.
we moved up to say, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to that man.
All right. So, and then y'all take a picture, and then you didn't get a chance to see MC Magic, but at least you got to see.
Yeah, we were able to meet Baby Bash, Mr. Capone, and Little Rob that night.
How was Baby Bash?
Baby Bash,
He's always cool, right? I do. Is in the cloud
Not
nine all the
tryna-
time.
He was mostly on his phone.
Really?
not even on a small, he was smoking. He was high.
Yeah.
Not trying to throw him out, but yeah.
No, it's not like a secret. That fool.
No, yeah, I know, but it's
He
like,
has his own pack. Like I have a pack of cigarettes. He has his own pack of shit.
Yeah, he
Right.
has his own brand of
Yeah.
cigarettes. Yeah.
But
And,
yeah, cigarettes.
Don't panic, it's organic. I think he uses that all the time. Like his slogan, I think.
yeah.
He's pretty cool. And I think he's if I'm not mistaken, now he's with Danny Trejo, Machete, with his record label. Because Danny Trejo started a record label not that long ago.
That's actually one of the next guys I would love to get to come out here. I was working with Big Dog. In fact,
Homie stays busy, he has not let off since forever. He's actually gotten bigger than Machete.
because I got a homeboy Manny out of Fort Worth that he's gonna hook me up with the puppet, Dan De La Paz, and he knows him, and he was trying to hook me up one day because I was like, hey, if he could just come by and say what's up to my homeboy, Big Dog.
He has restaurants in California, and he goes to them often.
Oh no, but I wanted to come to the shop and meet my homeboy.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one dude. My homeboy's like, hey, bro. I don't get starstruck that often. I know he don't.
Yeah.
He's like, but Danny Trejo come in this motherfucker. I'll be like, hey, hey, because you ever have an opportunity to talk to my homeboy Big Dog?
Good
He
stuff.
don't ever he don't crack.
Mm-hmm.
He's stone wall, bro. Never crack. Like me, I'll goof around, I joke and laugh. He does too, but
He doesn't talk much out to other people.
yeah. I usually talk for him.
Yeah, it's pretty
Bad,
cool.
no, he gets mad at me.
His story, because I've seen different interviews about him, because I do sometimes segments on different people, and I'm probably going to do him. His story is interesting. Going to the pen, going through everything that he did.
Oh,
to
Dan
just
Trejo?
accident, yeah.
I thought you were talking about Big Dog. Like,
Well, I don't know if your homie's been in jail. I'm talking about
That's like,
Danny Trejo.
I was Big Dog's first essay homie here in Arlington,
Where he come from?
Chicago.
Ah, okay. So yeah, Danny Trejo got a very interesting story. I'm gonna probably do an episode about him. 'Cause,
Bro.
yeah, he came. It was all accidental how he got to be.
Yeah, he just went to go visit a homeboy on set or something, and
He was helping. He went to visit a homeboy. He knew how to box. He was helping one of the actors to prepare for boxing, and then somehow he ended up being in the movie from that. And then from that on, he just
Machete,
to the other. Yeah.
the Mexican superhero.
Yeah, and he's been doing other stuff, voiceover for voiceover Dora the Explorer. He was one of the voices. I think he was Boots. He's done.
No.
I think so.
Boots.
Yeah, I think so. If I'm not mistaken.
I ain't never gonna look at Boots the same way again.
Yeah, I think it was Danny.
I know what he has in the boots now.
He was in Dora the Explorer. Quote me on the character, but I think he said he was Boots, if I'm not mistaken. And he's done other cartoons that he's done the voiceover for.
I heard his voice in one of them. I just don't remember which one it was.
It was one.
It's a real recognizable voice. I
Yeah.
was like, Boots? I don't know about Boots.
I think
He
so,
a bad
bro.
motherfucker. He can do boots like that.
Nah, he's cool, man. That's crazy. Like I said, his story is interesting. All right, so now tell us about Traders Village. How did they come to be? How did that happen?
One necessity. This time around, I originally started off at Traders Village. First, I did a couple of car shows with Big Dog, and again, I left and I decided to do Traders Village. You know, I figured it was the best move. Green behind the ears, so and I didn't know what I was really doing. I grew up at Traders Village, but I didn't know how to be a vendor at Traders Village. So I'm offering these really badass items, but people didn't want to spend the money on it. They didn't know who I was. They didn't know what was going on. They're like, nah, they want to haggle with you. Now I go out there, I'm like, that's $40. Okay. Before it was, I'll give you 5, or I'll give you 10, I'll give you 20. And it's like, nah, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of. My mom loves to do that. Don't get me wrong. Like they call it regatear, and other people do. But I think for people's whatever they want to, like if that's the one that they want to sell it, either I give them the price or give them extra and just don't worry about it.
Well,
but I know
fair about my prices, so I usually have 5 or 10 cheaper than most people. I had a vendor actually come and tell me, you can't be selling your shirts that low. That's only sell my t-shirts for $10.
Yeah. You have the $10 shirts.
That's what I'm known for. $10 t-shirts and
Is there a rule within the Traders Village you can't do that, or
no,
that's
he's
him?
been a dick.
Yeah.
But now I do work. Some Asian dude. That's all I know. He's like, you can't
can't
be out here sell your shirts for so low. I want to go make some money.
It's not that, bro.
Oh my man! Oh shit! My bad.
So okay, and now you went back to Traders Village. Yeah, and how did that come about the second time around? So this is the second time around?
Yeah.
Okay, how did that come about? Because now you have a little spot and everything, right?
I had
Not a
a
little
homeboy.
spot, but you have a spot. It's not a little spot. It's a nice size spot.
We also sell we collaborate with my homeboy BC Automotives who sells like anything you need as far as like auto accessories.
Okay.
Floor mats, seat covers, upholstery, lights, grills, anything, you name it.
Really? Okay, so y'all sharing the spot at that time, and what's the booth number?
We are not sharing the spot at Traders Village.
Oh my bad.
We are
Y'all collaborating.
we are working together as a family to orchestrate a organized, successful coexistence of financial gain.
Okay, so y'all partners. Y'all partners.
For legal I work for him.
Okay, so what's the booth number?
My bad, bro. 1227.
1227. What area is that on
12th Street.
Like if you would describe, yeah, okay.
You know what funnel cake is?
No, I have been to Trader Joe's in a long time.
You know where the restrooms are next to the pizza place?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right, well, Funnel Cakes is right across the breezeway or across the way from the pizza place.
Okay.
Well, behind that Funnel Cake is 12th Street.
Mm-hmm.
When you go behind that, you take a left. You'll see me on your right-hand side. You can't miss the lowrider music coming out the booth.
So you got the lowrider music and what else? Because from what I seen that you have, so you carry Lokes, adults and children, Tres Puntos lowrider hats, Chicano art, T-shirts, belts, CDs, DVDs, art, and other Chicano lifestyle accessories. That's pretty much what you'll be expecting.
Actually, change that Tres Puntos. We sell the Whittier line right now, which is let me see that. This is the Whittier line we sell for summer hats, which the Whittier line has this cushion on the inside. Unlike these Garcia hats. Now, Garcia hats are really badass hats. Don't get me wrong. They are badass hats.
Yeah.
But I don't personally like that, that leather feel, especially in the summertime. I like this cushion where it like sits on like, I'm over here like sweating.
Yeah. So it's more for you, it's for the summertime is a better product.
Personally, yes. But like tonight, I have we're going to the anniversary, so you got to wear the Garcia hat. So like this is every day. This is for dress up.
See, that's another thing that I was looking into because I was looking at the origin of the words and cholos and different things like that just to learn from mine.
I know where cholo came from.
Okay, tell me and then I'll tell you the definition that I found too. Because there's two, one older and one older. Like much older.
Well, cholo comes from the dog. And it was from the Spaniards when they came over talking about the indigenous youth, the men, calling them cholos, calling them dogs. And we just kind of owned it.
Okay. So that's one. And that's from like 1609. But there's another one that is even older than that.
Holy shit.
And that's in 1957, the word cholo, which is H-O-L-L, included from Fray Alonso de Molina from the Nahuatl Dictionary vocabulary, and which meant servant, slave, or waiter.
Doesn't that mean dog?
Cholo?
No, but I mean like what you just described.
That's how they call the dogs. They're bald and dark. There is a dog named Cholo, you know, right?
Cholonichas.
Yeah. The spear dog that takes to...
Yeah, but the indigenous people looked up to those dogs.
Yeah.
Right? But the Spaniards, when they came over, they were trying to find any way to demoralize the youth.
Yeah, because they were mixed, so they're not blood. No. You know what I mean?
For what I was told, it was directly towards the indigenous youth. What they were trying to do is like, all right, when you conquer an area, you try to demoralize the men. You take them out. In fact, there's a great book written by this Southern Baptist man. Forget the actual name, but it talks about how to treat your slaves, how to cultivate them, how to make sure that you have a long line of slaves. And one of them is to demoralize them.
Yeah.
The term motherfucker.
Yeah.
Comes from that. Yeah. So like, like back then they were doing this way before that. Like that. So that's one of the things they did was to try to demoralize us was you're a cholo.
Yeah, well,
you're a dog.
The other word, so there's that one. And then the other one, which was, I thought it was the same what you said, but it's different, which was the mixture of a black male with a native. And they call them cholos too.
Well, yeah.
This is back in Peru and stuff like that.
You can see how where it's the same concept.
It's the same concept.
It's just like they're just trying to like
they dressed in the whether it was from 1571 cholo, which either it was servant, slave, or anything, try to belittle you as little as possible, to 1609 to where if you're mixed with this, you're that
not pure.
Yeah, exactly. To the word, like comparing you to just, it makes sense though. Like you demoralize somebody to the point to where they can't fight you back, and you're just this little. You have no power whatsoever.
It's taking away somebody's free will. You're like, once you take away that person's free will, you can do whatever you want. They're clay.
Yeah.
But that's why I try to teach my daughters, don't ever let a man do something like that to you.
Okay.
You give a man so much space, they're going to take that.
Yeah. What about I have my own theory. I looked it up as far as the word itself, but I just could get in different things. But I think I came out with why Chicano. So what do you think it comes from?
Well, there are two different ones. Me personally, I've always understood it as the one, the Mexican American. Mm-hmm. Two, it's the breeding between a Anglo and Hispanic, or Spaniard and European, Spaniard and indigenous person.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm a Tejano. My children are Tejanos. We were born here in Texas. Chicano's more of a Cali thing.
Yeah. But I think Cholo and the way that we use Mexican, like Mexicano, Chicano, you see what I mean? Like, I think somewhere it had something to do with converting the word from Mexicano, from Cholo, to come out with Chicano. Instead of saying the X, it would be CH. Chicano, Mexicano.
Oh, you can take the printing press for that one. Printing press.
Yeah, that too.
Because, like, in English, somebody who gets something, let's say, it's supposed to be Cholo, but they only speak English. They don't understand what the X means. Cholo, okay, I got you guys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like printing press shit.
Yeah.
When I look at the word butterfly.
Yes. What about it? Tell me
the original name for butterfly is flutterby.
I like that one better. Flutterby. Like fluttering by.
Well, yeah, because that's what it does. Like, you ever see a butterfly actually make butter?
Yeah.
Or fly with butter?
Or fly butter?
You know what I'm saying?
Tasty butter, but not fly butter.
No, I've said some fly ass butter.
From the fair, fry butter. I know that. All right, my bad. We're gonna have to we end it here shortly. But tell me, so what is the goals now that you have in mind? Because I know whether you want or not, I feel like you are living your dream, as I said earlier. You really are, because this is what you wanted to do, and keep doing it. But now that you have a spot, what is going to be the goal that you keep working with?
Honestly, I want to be able to have one booth in Fort Worth, all day Fort Worth. I want another one in Dallas.
Do you want a store, or you want some kind of booth?
Just a booth.
Yeah.
Hit the shows in the morning. So let's say this one does Fort Worth and this one does Dallas, or vice versa. But they stay out there in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Have you thought about vans or vehicles?
Oh, yeah. We had one, but that one done wrecked it. Oh, okay. So you're going to tell me the tree just ran up on you and just said...
Make it giggle.
There
it is. There it is.
Yeah, so that's something we're working through right now. Okay. So.
And the website, you told me that you have stuff that's getting shipped all over the world, right? Mm-hmm. So what is
we actually need to redo the website right now. That's the best way I can put it. We just got to redo it.
I found one. Mm-hmm. So I did try to find one on Facebook, and it took me to something that is not working. But then I found another one of another place to take you to a different store. I don't know if it's the same one. Some kind of boutique or something? Is it still yours?
Is it Chicano Spot?
I clicked on one of your links from one of your pages, whether it's the Instagram or it took me to one of them works. It took me to a place. I know that. But I know one of them didn't work because I did click on it. But
that's probably the one that's probably mine, because right now I shut it down because I'm trying to separate my inventory. Mm-hmm. I want a certain amount online. I need a certain amount at Trader's Village. I need a certain amount at the actual shows.
Yeah, because you might want to look into it, because I know I clicked on one of your links and he took me to a store and it was something boutique. It was from your store or the items that you were selling, but it wasn't yours. I'm just saying. So you
I'll definitely look into that.
I want to look into it, because I know I clicked on it
because I should be the only one owning and operating. The name.
I don't know if it was the same name, but I know it was some of the items, or it looked like kind of the items. I'm just saying.
She'll do it.
Because I was looking trying to find as much from your shop and different things like that, and I'm like, I clicked on one of them, like, what is this? I knew one of them wasn't working, And when you told me about it, I'm like, what is this?
It's
And I looked at some of the stuff.
ChicanoStyleDFW.com.
Okay.
Because I try to make sure I put that DFW because I'm all about us. I believe we're a melting pot and we're different.
Yeah.
We're different than San Antonio. We're different than Houston. We're different than Cali.
Yeah.
We're different than Arizona and New Mexico. We are a melting pot. We all grew up in a neighborhood that was a melting pot. You know, like we all kind of grew up independently from these other areas. We're Texas. We're Texas strong.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, we do have a different vibe than all the other places. Even when we go, like Fiesta or different things.
Well, look at Jefferson.
You can see it. Yeah, that's another different culture that I'm going to have to talk to you some other time that I bring you because we're out of time. The farthest place that you so far shipped in the world.
Philippines.
The Philippines. You told me about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, if they're willing to pay, bro, I'll put it in a box.
What did you send over there? What did they have?
2 T-shirts.
Really?
Cost about like $35, $45.
Still though, that's dope.
Hey, they paid for it. I'm shipping.
If I met you years ago, I could have taken them over there myself, and it would have been cheaper because I went over there.
Bro, I'll tell you, bro. I'm like, man, shit, bro. Go ahead, bro.
All right, man. Again, so tell me all the social medias. Where can they find you at?
ChicanoStyleDFW.com or ChicanoStyleDFW.com for the website. It's going to be rebooting soon. Instagram will be Chicano_style_DFW. Look for the brown clown. Mm-hmm. Facebook, it is Chicano Style or Chicano first name, last name Style, DFW, one word. Look for the brown clown. Also, if you want to look for the fan page, it is Chicano first name Style, second name hyphen DFW. Look for the brown clown.
Just look for it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you Google you'll find some of your stuff, and you actually are Googleable because I Google.
I Googled myself last night as well.
I did, and I found your social media. Like if you Google our podcast, you'll find all of our stuff.
Yeah. Is there? Hey, we would love to come back just to sit here and goof around with you. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, absolutely. Again,
I know.
I'm chubby. Why you touch my fat? Your future stepmom could be looking at this. Stop it. I'm sensitive.
If she's my future stepmom, then she'll be okay with that because she will like you either way.
Go for it. Poke away.
You said poke away.
Poke away.
You gay.
It's not fun when I'm. You see?
You're funny. Y'all funny together. And it's funny that I met y'all a long time ago when y'all weren't even dressing up or doing nothing. You were over here chasing her. ¿Qué estás haciendo, chiquillo? I remember years ago.
I'm still chasing her. Just now I'm like, leave that boy alone. He's 18.
I remember that. So, this one. I ain't gonna say nothing no more because I think I got somebody caught up in trouble, so I'm just gonna stay quiet.
Oh, they stay in trouble. These my babies. They, you know.
All right.
If they ain't in trouble, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have you back some other time. We'll get this episode out and put it on YouTube and other places, and share with your homies. And I think we could have got into more stuff, but there's so much stuff to talk about that.
Sorry.
We need to do a part 2 definitely. Well, I appreciate it though. All right. Anything else? Anything else you have? Any final thoughts for us?
Love, peace, taco grease.
Love, peace, and taco grease.
Yeah, love.
Okay.
Peace, taco grease.
So what happened was I'm gonna have a confession before I don't eat any meat no more. It's been about 4 years. So I eat tacos. So I eat tacos, but they're not the tacos with the meat.
Oh, that fajita?
No, not
my
even.
homeboy get down on that.
But a taco is just anything you put in between a tortilla, like
a
nopales.
Taco originally was just beans.
Beans? So I do taco beans, or I do nopales, or some kind of.
Look at it! Hey, look at it! The original taco is just nothing but beans. It's just like beans.
I did an episode on the YouTube that I have about tacos. It was one of my first episodes of where the word came from, the type of tacos, which was beans, and they call them foldies, and what you see they transport whenever they're like working on the mines and things like that. So they were portable, all that stuff.
I swear I hit that beat.
Check out that episode of the tacos. You'll be like, because there's all kinds of different stories about the word itself. That it came from Nahuatl. No, that it came from the Spaniards because they look like a dynamite stick. They call it taquitos, which to me those are flautas. But
the way I was raised it was for the Revolutionary War. The revolution and the field.
Yeah.
So
it's easy to transport food, and it's nutrition. And it has everything you need to keep you going for the rest of the day.
Same thing like a pizza.
Yeah.
This whole other thing. I believe pizza is the most healthiest thing in the world.
I eat pizza.
Look at the belly. All right. Hey, before you start, look at the belly. I raised y'all on pizza.
All right. Well, again, I do appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Is it?
Thank you for sharing your story, and I hope that I kept seeing y'all on the car shows. And I like.
We ain't going nowhere. At least,
man.
hope not.
Yeah, and I think almost a car is almost not official a car show if you are not there. It's almost like the thing for me. I feel like you know what I mean.
We definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, because I think it's that like it's gonna be popping if y'all see y'all on one of them.
We'll do something stupid.
Yeah.
Make it
I
laugh.
don't know what that meant, but I hope you didn't. Did he call me stupid?
I said I will do something stupid.
Oh, my bad. I think.
No, I'm not that
I
big.
think he said I do so stupid. Like what? What do you mean?
No,
I'll do like that.
I'll do something stupid.
Nah, not at all.
You never see me drunk riding around in the back of the little cart?
I see you.
She's pulling the cart. I'm just sitting there like, hey, who wants free shit?
Nah.
Here.
That's the reason why we don't got a wagon no more. He didn't it.
You tipped it over?
Yeah, bro. I'm over here dancing like,
Yeah?
No, I was like, I don't pop.
He wanted to show off to everybody, and then I went like that.
Oh,
He
never
just
mind.
laying there on the ground, holding his beer.
That's funny.
My bad.
So this is another episode of the Global Latin Factor Podcast. Remember, we are just like you. We're just humans. We are the spice in this melting pot. It is the world.